Tonight, ICE's favorite law, a CNN investigation finding federal agents repeating the same obscure law in video after video as they take U.S. citizens into custody. But are the charges sticking? CNN senior investigative correspondent Kyung Law is out front.
Stop following us. You are impeding operations.
Impeding operations.
Next time you will be arrested for impeding.
If you look at some of the videos posted by people recording immigration officers, you hear the same language.
Here's the thing, 18 U.S.C. 111.
18 U.S.C. 111. But no.
18 U.S.C. 111. Do you understand?
We're arresting him for 111 impeding, you understand?
You can hear impeding, or 18 U.S.C. 111, over and over in dozens of videos. Officers have said it in Chicago, North Carolina, Oregon. But what is it? It's a federal law that punishes anyone who forcibly assaults, resists, opposes, impedes, intimidates, or interferes with a U.S. officer. Force, or even the threat of force, is an essential part of the crime.
She's impeding.
She's not impeding. It's not impeding. It's observing.
We looked at Minnesota and 3 other places in the country with some of the most intense anti-immigration enforcement protests. And we found in the federal courts covering Minnesota, Chicago, Los Angeles, and Oregon, more than 12 times as many people have been charged under the impeding statute in the first year of the Trump administration as compared to the last year of the Biden administration.
Stop the car.
But the number of Americans being detained under 18 U.S.C. 111 is much higher.
Arresting 2 individuals for impeding.
Oh, no. Hell no. Nope.
We warned you, sir.
Like Ryan Eklund.
I felt somewhat protected by my First and Fourth Amendment rights. You can see in very short order that that's not the case. I pull into my local grocery store and I saw what was very clearly an ICE vehicle. I just decided to grab my phone and record them from inside my vehicle.
Had you done anything like this before?
I had never followed an ICE vehicle before, and I didn't start my day looking to do that.
Ryan was in the parking lot. He says he'd been recording for 90 seconds when the agent first approached him.
Morning. How you doing?
Good, and you?
Doing just fine, thanks. What can I do for you?
Ryan would spend the next few minutes following the immigration officers from a distance. He stopped again. This time, he gets a warning.
Morning, gentlemen. How you doing? Good. Just fine. What can I do for you? One warning for what?
You will not be following us anymore, or you will be arrested.
I can follow you wherever I want.
You will be arrested.
Great. Sounds good. Have a good one. Thanks.
Ryan keeps driving. After another couple of minutes, the agents decide they'd had enough.
You've been warned that you're continuing to follow us and you're breaking a lot of
Oh, no. Hell no. Nope.
We warned you, sir. Loud.
I'm a U.S. citizen. Get your hands off of me.
That's when they actually pulled me out of the car and put me to the ground.
What happened to you when you hit the ground physically?
The 3 or 4 ICE agents kind of restrained me. Some knees and lower legs kind of on my body to hold me down. So I got some road rash on my face at that point. From there, I was put into handcuffs and then immediately walked across the street to a white unmarked passenger van.
No.
In the video, you can see this patch on the agent's arm, SRT. That means he's part of ICE's elite special response team. Here's how DHS describes them: trained to serve high-risk warrants under hazardous conditions and dealing with hardened criminals such as drug cartel and violent gang members.
I think it's ridiculous. I am not a hardened criminal. I am not a drug cartel member. I'm a local real estate agent who was following them in my car.
Eklund knew where he was going because he first heard this, the sound of protest. From there, he was led inside the Whipple Federal Building, where he was led to a very specific table.
On the wall, a large piece of cardboard that had been written on by hand in black marker said U.S.C. 111.
He was put in a cell. Others eventually joined him.
And are you told that you are being arrested or charged?
No. What I was told by one of those agents was that I could be held for up to 48 hours without being charged.
Ryan was held for 9 hours and then released. There were no charges and no fines.
They are deploying this, tossing it out like candy on Halloween at anyone who just even looks at ICE the wrong way. I wasn't even familiar with this statute until about 4 weeks ago.
Minnesota criminal defense attorney John Chitwood has seen the rise of 18111 cases.
We've seen when the rubber hits the road in the courtroom, they're backing off.
In Minneapolis, prosecutors have dropped many of the charges to a misdemeanor or a fine. In Los Angeles and Chicago, most of the cases ended in acquittal or dismissal. And that's if they even make it to court. We found these citations that show U.S. attorneys have declined to prosecute, leaving people with something that's essentially a speeding ticket.
The cruelty is the point. They want to get these people off the streets immediately, to intimidate them, to make them feel as if there's a consequence for speaking their mind.
The line between free speech and crime is a debate happening on Capitol Hill.
Job boning, complaining, protesting, yelling.
Immigration agency leadership acknowledged in this hearing that people can't just be arrested for exercising their First Amendment rights.
Is filming of ICE or Border Patrol either an assault or a crime in any way, Mr. Scott?
No, sir.
Mr. Lyons?
No, sir.
And Kyung joins us now. Kyung, you reached out to the Trump administration about this. What did they say?
Well, they did decline to speak with us on camera specifically about the story, but we did get some statements from the Department of Justice. A spokesperson tells CNN this Department of Justice will continue to seek the most serious available charge against anyone who puts federal agents in harm's way and will never make charging decisions based on the opinions of woke law professors. We also heard from the Department of Homeland Security, a spokesperson telling us, quote, there are myriad factors that affect the outcome of any given prosecution. The fact remains that anyone who assaults one of our officers is committing a felony, and anyone who obstructs them is committing a federal crime. Brianna?
And is the expectation that this policy will continue in other cities?
If you talk to the people who are following some of these officers on the ground, a lot of the observers who we spent a good deal of time with in Minnesota, they say the answer very simply is yes, in large part because many of them, there is no paper trail left when they are taken into custody.